Hello everyone. In this episode, it's going to be something different. I'm going to be showing a plugin, and this has been created by the guys working on Project Borealis, which is the Half-Life 3 style project that's been coming out. It's currently on a demo on Steam, and what they did is they open sourced the movement system, which is basically to replicate the movement from Half-Life 2 Episode 2 with some improvements. And it includes things like the sliding, so you can do surf maps and things like that. What they've done is they've released the movement system, and you can download it and use it in your projects. It says here it's everyone can view it and reuse under the MIT license. So I'm going to show you how you can use it today and actually get it. So I'm going to link this below, which is the GitHub page. So what you can do is you can click the green code icon, you can click download zip, and you can download it. So once it's downloaded, we can extract this file. And then here we have the plugin. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually open Unreal. I'm using 5.5, and we're going to create a new project because there's some things I need to show how to set this up. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a games, and we're just going to use first person example. I'm going to call this project BM for Borealis Movement. The project, if you're using a previous project, you need to convert it to a C++ project by adding a C++ file, but we're going to just do one from the start like this. We're just going to create a C++ project from the beginning. So let's let this create. Okay, so the project has opened. So let's just check. We can run around. Yep. And Visual Studio has opened in the background as well. So we need to actually close this project now. Close the engine. We need to copy this folder. So make sure it's this one. So if you go inside, you'll see these here. So we're going to copy that, and we're going to put that into our project folder. So here we are in mine, project B, and then you don't have a folder, you can right click new folder, plugins, and we're going to put that in here like this. So what we probably need to do is we're going to need to compile this. So we're going to right click the project BMU project, come to show more options on Windows 11, generate Visual Studio project, and just let it do this. So now it's done that, we want to open this SLN file. Now you do need Visual Studio installed for this, which you need for any C++ project, or you can use Rider and things like that. So I had an error, so I'm just going to ignore that. If you see these things where it's like NuGet, there's errors, you can ignore these. I get them for some reason. So now we're in here. What we want to do is on the games here on Project VM, we can right click and click build. So you'll see it'll say package failed or whatever. You can normally just ignore that. So it's going to build the project now. So let's just let this run. There we go. So the project has now succeeded. We can close Visual Studio and we can open the project. Okay, so back in the project, it looks like nothing has changed, but if we go into the plugins now, we should have the project Borealis character movement. Come down to the content drawer. If you don't see plugins, you can click settings here and you should have show plugin content. So if we go in here, we now have the project Borealis character and some sounds. So how do we use this? Well, let's make a new folder and we call this project Borealis character. This. And if we look at the GitHub page, it says here, so you need to add the input bindings, which we'll do here in a sec, but we're going to create a new player controller. So we can right click, blueprint class and player controller. So we can call this PBC controller, like that. And then we want to create a new blueprint, and it's going to be of project what does it say? It's sorry, PB player character. So we do PB player character like this. So we can just click on it and create. So we can call this PBC PBC player like this. And then so create a game mode with your default pawn set to your blueprint class and player controller. So we can do that, or we can just edit the one we are here. To edit the one we're in here, we can go to first person, blueprints, BP first person game mode, and we can just swap these over. So player controller, PBC player controller, default pawn. We can use our new one, which is PBC player. So now if we press play, so now we can't move because we haven't set the input bindings. So to do that, let's first check in here. So we have all the settings here for that, and let's do the input. So it says we need forward, right, look up and turn. So we can come into the project settings and we can come to input. So these are the old, so we would need to change these over. So we can look here, we need, let's see, how to do forward. So we do forward. We need, where was it? Forward, right, right. And then look up, look up and turn. So look up, we want mouse. Let's try and make sure forward and right work for first. If I do that, but they're not actually doing anything. So there's one thing I forgot, which is it actually shows you here how to set that up. So what we can do is we can actually copy all this, highlight it all, Control C, and in our player, oh, not that, that's a C++ file. Oops, sorry. In the Project Borealis character in the controller, we can paste in those nodes like this. So you'll see there's some warnings. So these are the names we need. So in project settings, again, let's create these. So we go to input action here. And we have our access mappings. So we need move forward. We need move right. We need look up. And we need turn. Like this. So if I compile now, these will go away. So if I try, I can move around now. Move right, we need on D. So if I do A, we are not moving. So we do A and we do -1 on that. So we got left and right, we got forward, and we need one for backwards. So move forward, W. For S is -1. So look up will be the mouse. I think it's the X. Let's see. No, that's moving down. Mouse X. Mouse XY 2D axis. No. That's... Oh, that's left and right. Sorry, it's not that. It's mouse Y. Yeah. But it's upside down at the moment, so just do -1. There we go. We can look up and down. And then turn will be the mouse X. So if we can, there we go. And then we're missing 2, and these are not going to be access mappings, they're going to be action. We want jump, and then we want crouch, like this. So if we compile now, and we can play, there we go. So we don't have a jump yet. Why not? Because I haven't set the buttons, that would be why. So back in the project settings, in the input for jump and crouch, jump is space, crouch is control, or crouch is C, depending how you want it. So there we go. So now we have the same style of movement from Half-Life, basically. So we have, let's see if we have crouch jump set up. So if I jump, I can't make it. If I jump and crouch, I can, but because of the way the character is set up, we cannot crouch jump yet. So what we can do now is, if we look here, back at the GitHub, we can see if you want Half-Life 2 Gravity, we can go to project settings, like this, and we can go to engine. So we can either come down here or we can search at the top. I'm going to search, so engine, and then physics. We want constants, so we want replication, frame rate, constants. Default gravity, we can just copy paste this to here, like this. Additionally, your default physics material should have a friction of 0.2 and a restitution of 0.25. So let's see, physics material. If we go into all settings and then physics material, no. So we need to come in and do our, let's see, physics material. Default physics material here. We can come in and we can say friction should be 0.8 and restitution of 0.25 here. There we go. So now if we try, this is Project Borealis's movement system in a fresh new project. So we have crouch on control, and we have jump on space. And if we go into the character, we have some different things we can do. So we have, let's see, on the player itself. Let's see. Where are the settings for PB? So we have camera. We have auto bunny hop. So if I turn that on and I hold space, then I have auto bunny hop set up like this. We have step sounds. So if I do this, and let's see if this works. So currently these are set to default. So if we go in here, there is a C++ class here, which is for step sounds. So if I create a new blueprint, And here we go. We can now add sounds. So if I add a jump sound, like this one, and then I press, you can't hear that. Let me just check my settings. There we go. So this is how you can do the jump sounds. And then you also have on the land sound. Oh, that's a bit loud for a jump sound, like this one. So we can do like that. Then you've got the running sound and the sprint, and then you've also got a setting for the surface material that you're actually running on. So you can use this to customize the sounds. Let's see what else we have. In character movement, this is where we get all the main features. So we have all the settings now for how long it takes us to crouch. If we do 2 seconds and we look, very slow crouch. They've exposed a lot for you to play with for the movement to really customize what you want. So let's see, what's this? Roll angle. What does this do? So I'm not seeing anything with that. Show point of, we can have a point of view so we can see how quick we're moving. Is that because I've not put the speed? Yeah, there we go. So they've got built in, like I have a tutorial for, which is the roll. So we can do like 0.2. We can have a very nice like roll built in. What else do we have? The half height and more advanced settings. Let's see. But there's a lot you can play with. Like I say, this is a system that is free to use. You just get the code and you put it in your project, and now you have the movement system from Half-Life and Source games. So I hope this has been useful. Once again, if you want to support the team that made it, it's the Project Borealis team that are working on Project Borealis, obviously, which is this. So check out the project. It's on Steam. You can download the demo. I'm looking forward to this project. I can't wait to play with it and try it. So I hope this has been useful. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try and answer as I can. I will say that if you have problems setting this up using my video, contact me first. Don't go to these guys immediately because they're probably busy. But I hope this has been useful, and if you want to support me personally, I have a Buy Me a Coffee, and I also have a Patreon that I'm working on. But like I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.